Welcome
to
back.
another episode, and we are doing this on Friday, December 28th, so we're a little behind in the games, but we predicted some of these games ahead of time.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday the 22nd, and let's get
22nd?
started.
It's not the
27th. So let's get started.
29th, no?
The 28th, yes.
28th, yeah.
Here is
All right,
proof.
I think we got the date right.
Okay, but we had on Christmas Day the Steelers taking on the Chiefs, and he predicted the Steelers to win 23-17.
I
When
didn't get that one right.
predicted the Chiefs to win 23-19, the Chiefs wound up taking this one 29-10. So I'm 1-0, he's 0-1, and then we have the Ravens and the Texans. He had the Ravens winning 31-27. He actually nailed it, getting 31 points for the Ravens. Impressive. And then a waste of 7 from the Texans as they won 31-2 in a weird score game. And then I had the Ravens winning 37-20. And then Thursday night, I had the Seahawks winning 6-3. And
No, you didn't.
The Seahawks winning 7-4. I'm kidding. But that was a bad game. I actually had the Seahawks winning 19-12, and he had them winning 17-14. And let's get started. Saturday at 1 p.m. we have the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots.
Which is going on as we speak.
Drake, and we did this before the game, don't worry, but Drake May coming into this game. Chargers also coming into this game with a win. If they win this, they clinch a playoff spot, and I think they're hungry. As much as the Patriots have had success against the Chargers the last few years, days have passed with Belichick at the helm, and I think it is going to be the Chargers who take this one. I think they're going to take it 27-13.
And I believe I predicted the Chargers to win 29. No, you said 28.
28-13.
No, I
that is my
predicted
bad.
Chargers 29-14.
All right, so now on to the 4 o'clock games. We have the Denver Broncos taking on Cincinnati Bengals, and this is going to be a good one. This one could go either or. The Bengals need to win out to get in the playoffs. If the Broncos win this game, Broncos clinch a playoff spot. Bengals, Colts, and Dolphins will all be eliminated from the playoffs, assuming the Chargers win this game, as they're currently up 20-7 driving down the field. So it really could go either way, but I think whoever wins this game is going to win it by a bit. It's not going to come down right to the end. But I think it is going to be the Bengals to show up and get it done to win it 31-10.
I like the Bengals here, too. I think it'll be a little closer than that, but I see the Bengals coming out on top on this one. 29-26.
All right, and next up we have the night game. Cardinals, Rams. If the Rams win this game, I don't think they have the division locked, but if they win this game, I think it's pretty much locked for them. If they lose this game, it's all going to come down to the Week 18 matchup. Yeah, as the Seahawks won Thursday night. I'm not really sure. I think if they win, they clinch the division, but otherwise it comes down to a Week 18 game. Seahawks, Rams, that should be a good one. But we have the Cardinals, we have the Rams, and I think when we saw these guys play each other last time, it was the Cardinals who dominated. I think we're going to see the exact opposite this time, where it's going to be the Rams who dominate against the Cardinals. I think James Conner has a good game, gets 2 touchdowns, but I think it's going to be a 41-17 victory for the Rams.
I think the Rams are going to win this as well. Ooh, McConkey with the touchdown. How about that? What did you predict?
I'm not telling you.
31-7?
If that's what you think. I don't want you to what up
32-15.
Well, 32-15. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for not one-upping me with a weird
didn't you
score.
say 14?
I said
Rams.
I said 41-17.
42-18.
He already said 32.
Rams.
2-15. So I think it's gonna be a 41-17. So now on to Sunday, we have the Colts, we have the Giants, and without Anthony Richardson, I think the Giants may possibly play them tough. It's gonna be a low-scoring boring game. I see Jonathan Taylor getting in the end zone a few times. I think it's going to be a 21-7 victory for the Colts.
No Anthony Richardson, which means what's his name?
Flacco.
Against the Giants. I don't see this as much of a very fun, exciting game. No Anthony Richardson, but as we saw last time, Jonathan Taylor can run this offense all by himself. I think he does such. I see the Colts winning this in a not so exciting game, 19-16.
Close one. Okay, and next up we have the New York Jets. Jets coming off a fresh loss against the LA Rams, where
we were there.
And they really just, besides that first drive touchdown for Aaron Rodgers, they really just didn't show up.
I'm going to let Shadow in since Benny wouldn't let him in before.
Of the game, and they just didn't show up the rest of the game. The Rams then went on to outscore them 19-3 to win 19-9, and not the excitingest game. But I think it's going to be the Bills who dominate again. Jets, I don't really see them showing up. I think maybe the Jets go up like 14-7 early second quarter, but after that, it's just domination by the Bills. I see the Bills taking this one 35-20.
36-21 Bills.
All right, and next up we have the Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's Shadow.
And,
hello, everybody. I'm Shadow. I live on the street and I visit a whole bunch. So hi, how you doing?
And we have the Titans taking on the Jaguars.
Titans. Shadow likes the Titans.
Okay, so this one could be either one. I'm gonna let you go first.
I like the Titans here. 19-13.
I think last time these guys played, it was just a horrible game. I believe it was the Jaguars who won 10-6. It was just horrible. But I think the Titans are gonna come to play in this game. You saw them; they were down like 38-7 against the Colts, and then they came back to make it a 38-30 game. So, Titans are never out of it, but with Mason Rudolph at the helm, I think the Titans are going to get done putting more points on the board than expected, and I think it's going to be the Titans who take this one. I'm going to give them 31-20.
Somebody likes being on camera.
And next up, we have the Raiders taking
the Raiders
on...
That's Shadow's favorite team.
Yeah, taking on the Saints and the Raiders, who basically just ruined their chances for a number 1 overall pick, beating the Jaguars a week ago, and I think it's going to be another crappy one. Saints coming off a shutout loss where they lost 34-0 to the Packers. Raiders just won against the Jaguars, where they ruined their chances in the first number 1 overall pick, and it's going to be an ugly one, but I think the Saints are going to get it done. It's going to be ugly, 13-0.
Wow. Yeah. The only reason I'm going to go Saints is because they're at home. I'm going to go Saints 7-6.
All right. And then next up, we have the Panthers and the Buccaneers. A must-win for the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers!
Be able to get in the playoffs. If the Buccaneers lose this game, the Falcons clinch the division. And it's Buccaneers must win. Along if the Falcons win as well. Must win for the Buccaneers, but I think they're gonna come into this game and get it done. Panthers are gonna play them tough, however. I think it's gonna come down right to the end, but I think the Buccaneers are gonna take this one 23-17.
I think the Buccaneers are gonna come out on top here. I do think the Panthers are also gonna play them tough. 24-18, baby.
And next up, we have Cowboys taking on the Eagles. Cowboys
without
Jalen Hurts.
No Hurts.
I think the Cowboys...
Hurts is hurt.
I mean, yeah, Eagles without Jalen Hurts. I think the Cowboys are going to play the Eagles tough here.
Mm-hmm.
And...
they're going to pull off a victory?
I think it's going to come down right to the end, coming off a win against the Buccaneers. Possibly a 29-24 lead, but led by Kenny Pickett and Saquon Barkley, the Eagles are going to be able to get a game-winning touchdown to win it 32-29 in a thriller. Eagles win that one and clinch the NFC East.
I think the Cowboys have something to prove, and I think they are going to continue to prove it. and I think they are somehow going to beat the Eagles, who are short, and probably not as good a team without Hurts. Who's their backup? Pickett?
Pickett.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
He did good last week.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Chargers have the ball.
So I'm going to go Dallas with the upset. 28-24.
Huh. Okay. And then now we have the Dolphins without Tua taking on the Cleveland Browns with Dwayne Thompson-Robinson and Skylar Thompson, I believe. Maybe Huntley, I'm not sure. I don't see much come in this game now, especially because Tua's out. Maybe A-Chain has the ball a bit, but now I'm hesitant to start A-Chain in fantasy as Tua. I don't know. This game's going to be a rough one. It's probably going to be ugly, but I'm going to give it to Miami, winning this one 16-10.
I'm going to go Miami here as well, because Cleveland looks really bad with Thompson-Robinson. 14-0, Miami.
Okay. And then next up we have the Packers taking on the Vikings. This is probably the game of the week. The 11-4 Packers taking on the 13-2 Vikings. And folks, neither of these teams are leading that division as well. That's how crazy the NFL currently is. And it could really be either or. Packers, if they win this game, very much in the picture. And Vikings, if they lose this game, I believe the Lions clinch the number 1 seed. So Packers need to win this game to be able to have a chance to at least get second in the division. But I think it's going to be the Vikings who are going to pull this off. It's going to be a good game. I think, as you watched my most recent Soma Sports broadcast episode, this prediction of mine, I have the same as that. I have the Vikings win this one in a thriller. 35-32, similar to last time they played where Vikings won 31-29. It's just going to be a great game that comes down right to the end.
I agree. I think this is going to be a great game that comes right down to the end, and the Vikings win it in a thriller 36-33.
And now on to Sunday Night Football. The Falcons take on the Commanders. Dan Quinn revenge game. Commanders must win this game if the Eagles lose, they must win this game to stay alive, to fight to be able to win the division. And then we have the Falcons, which it's a must win for them. If they lose this game, it's looking good for the Buccaneers to win that division. I think the Falcons may play them tough, but I just think Falcons just coming off 2 wins in a row, but after losing a bunch. But their 2 wins were against the Raiders and the Giants. It's not really that impressive, and I think that is going to show here when the Commanders are going to take this one. I think the Falcons play them tough for a bit. Commanders are going to take this one 34-20.
Commanders 35-21.
And then we have the Lions
Jaden Daniels, good game.
Taking on the 49ers. This game's going to be on my birthday, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from last year as the Chargers take a 37 lead.
Yeah,
and
but
I
think
the
49ers are a shell of their former selves.
I think the 49ers are going to play the Lions tough, at least in the first half, maybe possibly like a 20-14 game. 49ers lead in the first half, but I think the Lions are going to wind up taking this one 35-20.
I like it. I don't think there's going to be as much scoring as that, but I do like the Lions here handedly over the 49ers. 31-21.
All right, thank you for not one-upping me. And that's
You're
our
welcome.
Predictions for Week 17. So,
yeah. All right.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We got one more week, then the playoffs. See you next week.